Introducing the Taylormade Qi10 LS driver. That's exactly what we're talking about today in this video, and we're going to put it to the test not only here in the Golf Zone Simulator but also out in the Middle East, putting it through its paces to see how it performs and will it be one of the best of 2024? So first looks for me, down behind the golf ball straight away, a nice gloss finish on the top compared to such ones as the Paradigm AI. Again, just go straight from back to front with that gloss finish. We haven't got any differential on there. We have got the Taylormade logo behind there, which for me I think is a great thing, because although this is the LS driver, we still want something behind that golf ball to help a lot of golfers get that golf ball in the center. How many times I see people set up with that golf ball on the toe or on the heel? We've got that little mark in the middle, the Taylormade logo, to help you with that. One other thing I do like is obviously they've gone away from that red face. So behind the golf ball, it is a navy face there, but we can't always see that. We can't maybe tell a big difference. It just looks down there, it could be black, but we know they've changed that just to go away from that Stealth 2 model. That again, the Qi10 is the quest for inertia 10,000, so their Max driver is the most forgiving that they have ever had out in their range. So this is something that they've been working on. They are trying to go for the everyday golfer. They are trying to get more forgiveness at TaylorMade, and that's where I think last year maybe you didn't see as many people in the Stealth 2s or the Stealths because they wasn't as forgiving. A lot of them were in the LS version. A lot of them were maybe lower handicap golfers. So again, behind the golf ball, a very TaylorMade looking driver, which I will show you a top view shortly. Let's see what it does for numbers before we head out to the Middle East. Again, a nice solid strike, a very TaylorMade sound there, very similar to the Sim, very similar to the Stealth 2. And very interesting numbers there. Straight away, 277 carry, 296. So first hits with that, a little bit longer than the first hit I hit with the Paradigm. And I did have to say that the Paradigm has improved on last year's model, which I did think was the best driver. But very interesting there that we're getting great ball speed off this driver. Can we repeat that? Again, a little bit of a lower ball flight there. More me than the golf club there. 250 running out 100 to 271. So interesting ball flight there. Like I said, when you're testing a driver, you've got to think about what kind of window are you looking for your ball flight. And this is when you go and test these new clubs out. Maybe the TaylorMade, maybe the Callaway, maybe the Ping, maybe the Cobra, or any others coming out, such as PXG. Make sure you test a shaft and a head that is going to give you your desired ball flight. It is no good hitting on a driving range a ball flight that you're not going to like the look of on the golf course, or a ball flight that's not going to suit your golf course. So maybe it's not going to suit, you might play links golf. If you're getting a club that's launching really high, great, low spin, on a range, in the summer, no wind, fantastic, but in your normal conditions, probably not going to be the best matchup for you. Again, a low ball flight, let's see. These aren't the best swings, I have to admit, and that's where you've got to be honest with yourself. Still got 250 carry there, 270 yards, so it's still very much an after Christmas and New Year swing there. But let's see, can I get another one out there with a better swing? Again, better swing there. Still turning over a little bit for me, but let's see the carry on that one. 270 going 285. For me, it does feel a little bit easier to work this, so it doesn't feel like I'm putting as much effort to get it out to that distance than it did with the Callaway, which is very surprising because I didn't think, and think about it yourself guys, there's a lot of people out there similar to myself, again a PGA professional, but maybe we haven't used a TaylorMade driver much and maybe we think, oh, maybe it wouldn't suit us, but for me straight away here, I like the sound, I like the feel. So you can see, as you would expect from previous generations of the LS driver from TaylorMade, we have got that a little bit of adjustability. We have got draw or fade bias here. It is currently set to neutral, so it is me who is turning that over. But we've got that where we can change that to get your exact desired ball flight. Again, we've got the interchangeable sleeve, so we can lower it down, which we have done there. We have took a little bit of loft off because the head is 10.5. I have changed that down to around about 9 or 9.5, which for me is a better a better loft for me. It gets me the window that I am looking for. We know obviously when you go to test you could just get a 9-degree head put in there, but let's hit a couple more here. Let's see if we can get one a little bit straighter. So straighter and higher there, certainly. So launch pretty high. Has it still got the carry? 260 carry, stopping at 270. So interesting there, nice and straight, good numbers on that. Club head speed down at 108 miles an hour, so that is going to lose me that little bit of distance. So guys, interesting numbers there back at home, and you did see how it performed back in the UK. And different conditions, a little bit colder, numbers and distances pretty good, but obviously out here in the Middle East, under the lights, nice and warm here. I'm going to see what we can do with hitting it a little bit higher. So I'm going to try and get this ball to launch high. We certainly saw that at home. We could get multiple flights. But out here, if I get one flying a little bit higher with low spin, can I get it a long way down there? Again, a little bit heely, a little bit spinny, so it'll be interesting to see there, obviously, forgiveness-wise, how does that perform? Because yes, this is the LS version, and I will be reviewing the Qi10, the standard driver, and also the Max driver. But for me, the LS is certainly going to test the other brands that are bringing drivers out this year. And that's the one, nice and high there, a little bit of a fade. That should have gone a relatively long way. That should be past the bunkers even here this evening at Sharjah. Let's go one more. Again, sounds and feel, and over the golf ball, it does look good. I do like that finish. I do like that blue carbon face. Again, they've made it a little bit more forgiving, being able to get that 97% carbon top to distribute weight, to get it coming off a little bit faster from different spots on it. Again, that's two really well struck drives, nice and high here at Sharjah. Let's get down there and see where they finish. So guys, up here we can see that the miss hit, the slightly heely one, has somehow avoided one of the biggest bunkers that you will see out here in the UAE. And then two up here have just got past the fairway, so certainly flying nice and high and getting nice low spin to get the distance. Now back in the UK, back at Woolley Park, we are testing what this Taylormade driver is all about. This is the Max version. This is the Qi10 Max, and this is what it is all about from Taylormade this year. This is what they say is 10,000 inertia, which is the most forgiving driver that they have brought out on their range. It's the biggest thing that people are talking about this year. A lot of the brands, including your Pings, PXG, are trying to favour towards, obviously, the most forgiveness you can get while still optimising your shot. So I thought, why not get that out here today? Straight away, we can see some differences on that head. Again, profile, we know it's going to be that little bit bigger. Behind it, it still looks nice and sleek. I like that it's obviously got the Taylormade logo in the top of that head, a nice gloss finish on the top, and jam-packed full of technology, just like the LS model. But for me, this is where obviously a lot of golfers this year, your everyday golfers, are going to be probably favouring towards this. Looks-wise, doesn't look much difference. Let's see performance-wise how it does. And straight away there you can see with the fly, that's a nice low penetrating ball fly and felt very easy. That's my first swing of the day, and that's what I want from a driver. It's something that I can turn up on the tee with, feel like it's confident, it's going to launch good. That was a bottom strike, but still came off with good speed and a good fly. It didn't spin up, it doesn't look like I've lost a lot of distance. So guys, comment below, what drivers are you going to be looking for this year? Are you a Taylormade person? Are you a Ping? Are you a Callaway? What are you looking forward to? Again, later in this week, there's going to be a driver on the channel which I think already is the best driver I've tested so far, and it's from none of the brands that I've just talked about right there. But for me, this driver so far seems pretty good. Again, a missed hit there, not a great shot. Still got some distance, it's short of that dike. But that's more me. But for me there, I don't feel like I've lost too much speed. We're all going to hit bad shots, unfortunately. But I've got away with one there. Let's see if I can put a good swing on this one now. Really go after this one. Again, a little bit out of balance. but straight down the middle. Another off-centered hit there, and that's exactly what you're expecting with this model. For me this year, it's about finding a driver that maybe is not, well, it doesn't have to be low spin. Again, my club head speed is around about 110 miles an hour to 115. Doesn't mean that I have to go into a low spin head with an extra stiff shaft. I might want something that is as forgiving as this Qi10 Max, which has the right loft and has the right shaft makeup, because I don't always hit the center of the face, so it's not always about going for that smaller head and trying to control it. I want something that's going to be perfect, that I can feel like I can swing at it, commit to the shots and still get the distance. And for me, the Qi range is a very good start from Taylormade. Fantastic looking. I like that they've changed the blue face. We know that they've got more forgiveness in there. We know we're getting good ball speed numbers, we're getting good distance, and we're also hitting fairways. But I'm going to get these in the hands of our mid-handicap Dave and start to see how he feels. Does it compete with his new PXG driver that Mrs. Harrison bought him? How will they compare? Are they going further? Are they more forgiving? Because after all, that is what everything is pushing towards. It is forgiveness. Is it better? Especially for 500 to 600 pounds, are you getting value for money? For me, look fantastic, performing well, but do they outcompete your older model?